Hi guys, this is Best Boomer back with you on one of my walk and talks. I just got finished with my little run. It's a little windy today, so I hope you can hear me okay. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. I think it's supposed to get up to 98 today, which, believe it or not, is kind of cooler, they say. Some relief from the heat, only in Arizona. Okay, what I'm going to talk about today is race. What's going on in the world right now. My husband always says that I think everyone's entitled to my opinion, and that could be true. But sometimes I think I have some valid thoughts. As I've told you before, I was a police officer for 5 years and a probation officer for 24 years, and my husband was chief of police for 10 years. So my 24 years as a probation officer were done in Waterloo, Iowa, which happens to be ranked the worst place in the nation for Black individuals. Okay, so I have a lot of experience working with Black youth, and I have some thoughts here. First off, I'll say my favorite saying is right and wrong is wrong. And let me tell you, the kids I worked with probably heard that at least once during each of their visits. Because if you want to break things down in simple words, simple thought that you can remember, it's right is right and wrong is wrong. Color does not enter into that at all. Okay? At all. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Of course, the killing of George Floyd was wrong. Absolutely wrong. Even, if it were turned around, it was white on black, could have been black on white, could have been white on white, black on black, it doesn't matter. When you kill a person, right out and out kill a person for really no reason. Once that man was handcuffed and he was on the ground, he was no threat. There was no reason for anything physical after that except to get him up and put him in the squad car. Okay? End of story. Now, one thing that I used to tell my kids that I supervised is in dealing with a police officer, and I know parents, I've seen on TV, Black parents giving their Black children, lessons on how to deal in public with police. Okay, it boils down to, it's very, very, very simple. Do what the police tell you to do. At that time, follow through. Don't argue. Put your hands behind your back. I don't care if you don't think you did anything wrong. Go with it for that moment. You'll have your day in court. Okay? There's a time and a place to state your case, and it's not during an arrest. And I guarantee 99.9% of the time that if the subject does that, follows the police direction, nothing bad is going to happen. And I know people, whoa, yeah, it does. Look at this, look at that. No. If you're following the police officer's directions, nothing bad is going to happen. It's when you start to resist or you're not doing what they tell you to do, whether it's to back up or whatever, then they can use whatever force is necessary to get you under control. That's the way it is. Okay? Very simple concept, very simple message I would give to my kids. Another one was, don't give a reason for police to stop you. Okay? Don't travel too fast. Don't not have a license plate on your car. Be smart. Follow the rules. Those kinds of things. Simple concept. Again, right is right and wrong is wrong. It's interesting to me, the political climate today, that, so much attention is coming to these officers. And again, wrong. It was wrong. But what about, the black on black killings in Chicago? I know 24 died over the weekend. Now, I don't know if they were all black or what, but 24 deaths, okay? There's a lot out there that's wrong. And I think when something is zeroed in on, it's more for political purposes than anything else. Another little thought, Black Lives Matter. Okay, of course they do. White lives matter too. And do blacks need lifting up? Well, maybe some, but certainly not all. You talk about privilege. Let me tell you, not every white person is privileged. Now, I know they're going to say, oh, but the color of your skin, that gives you, you know what? You follow the rules, you follow the protocol, you go finish your school, go to college, and I betcha you'll get the same outcomes. Do some have more advantages? You know what? Let me tell you, I wasn't a privileged white person, okay? I grew up poorer than poor. I kind of joke with my son-in-law because he has some stories being poor. I said, I can top him. I know poor. I know lack of privilege, not having the money to do activities, that put you ahead of the game. I know what that feels like, and what you got to do is work within the system and overcome that. Here's a little example. Women in some of these protests are saying, we don't get paid as much as men, all the injustices in the world. Well, if you want to get paid as much as a man, go do a job he's doing, okay? I became a police officer. Before that, I worked in the park system, okay? I got up on roofs and I roofed buildings. I shoveled whatever it is, gravel, and fixing the roads on the back of a truck. I damn well got paid as much as a man, and I damn well got paid as much as a man as a police officer and as a probation officer. You really make your own life and your own fate. And I go back to, it's so simple. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You work within the system and it'll work for you too. One little suggestion I have in understanding what's going on with the world is switch your channel once in a while. I go back and forth with my brother. He watches CNN, and I mostly watch Fox News. But I have CNN on my phone, and I hear, that comes out with at the top, headlines and such. And what's very interesting is these news places are diametrically opposed. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle, but diametrically opposed. So don't think that you're getting the correct information and everyone else watching a different channel, they're getting the wrong information. That's not true. And so it's laughable when you think about it. And to be educated, you want to get your information from a lot of different sources. You want to try to make a reasonable, logical conclusion to what you're hearing and seeing, and that's pretty difficult in today's age. Unfortunately, it's pretty difficult. But the easy concept is do what's right. And whatever your list of right and wrong, I like the 10 Commandments, but you might like something else and believe in something else. But generally, right is right and wrong is wrong is pretty much the same. And if you're doing that, you're on solid ground. I like to think that I try to get, as much information as I can. I'm just sick of the politics of it and how it divides people among us. It really divides even members of families, people that you've known and loved your whole life. It divides them. I'm not going to apologize for my privilege. I'm not. That to me is pandering to the blacks. I haven't personally done anything that I have to apologize for. I've spent my life working to try to empower young people, both black and white, to become successful and make the most of themselves. And, it's, I loved that work, and I'm going to tell it. I told it to them like it was. I didn't have to use euphemisms, and, I have to say it's kind of come to that as years go by. You got to be very careful what you say. No, I'm glad I'm out now, but I'm going to say it like it is. So I hope you like my channel. If you do, please like it and subscribe. Share it. It's Best Boomer. I'm on YouTube and Facebook, and I'm going to try to expand it a little bit. It's great. I enjoy doing this. It's kind of an outlet for my thoughts, and I bring new products and the best products to my YouTube channel where I review products. So visit with me Monday and Thursday. I upload always on a Monday and Thursday, so you know when you can find me, and it's Best Boomer. And thank you very much. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. Uh, the coronavirus is kicking up its heels, sounds like, again. And stay safe, and I'll talk to you on Thursday. Thanks. Bye-bye.